Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Shadow Dragon here, and we are back with Doki Doki Literature Club. Oh, yeah, this is a pretty hectic event right now. Sayori got kidnapped. We're still trying to get out of the forest. I think we're living the main character's backstory at the moment, so let's get going. A minute. That feels like an eternity later. Another girl in the same get-up as the rest walks down the stairs, but she has blonde hair. Why is my game kid disappearing? Give me a sec. I must have had the mouse on the minus button. She walks over to me and kneels down to look me in the eyes. Dear God, you poor boy. Please, Please just let me be. I don't have enough strength to say those words. I'm surprised I was able to just get please out. The girl's face stiffens, but her eyes don't scare me anymore. I'm not going to hurt you. She looks around the other people like she's about to make an impulsive decision. Damn it, alright, I'm going to take him. The rest of you continue your sweep. The others in the room nod and start moving about. The girl in front of me gently places her hands and arms underneath me and lifts me up, cradling me in her arms. What is she doing? Just leave me to die here. She brings me up the stairs and into the hallway that leads to the basement. The lights are all too bright for my eyes to handle. I'm forced to squint or close my eyes. Nothing but white is all I see. I wonder if my eyes are permanently broken from the constant darkness. This is so uncomfortable. My stomach burns. I can barely breathe. I can't move, and I can't see where I'm being carried to. I find myself slightly shaking my head, trying to stop the lights from straining my eyes. Calm down, calm down. It's okay, I promise. I can't see where I'm being taken. I have no idea what direction we're going in. All of a sudden, the lights no longer sting my eyes, and I'm greeted by a starry night sky. What is out here? I look around the large gravel lot that my father lived on. There are several cars lined up next to a long cinder block wall. Looks like the girl is carrying me to the last car of the line. Once we reach the car, she managed to get one of the doors open and place me on the seat. Afterwards, she helps me prop upright, not right, and looks me in the eyes. How are you feeling? I try to open my mouth and send my chest feels heavy enough to get to fall forward. Luckily, she grabs me before I could and leans the seat back so I can make comfortably relax. Still not able to talk yet, huh? Just lie there and rest for a while. Her voice and her image become hazy immediately after hearing those words. I'm falling asleep? Poor kid. Looks like he's been through hell. He's literally covered in cuts and bruises. There was also a lot of vomit on the floor where we found him. They drugged him to test the effects? Bastards, he's just a boy. Damn, Ashley, it's been a while since I've seen you use this instead of someone who isn't one of us. I can't help it, Julia. When you said there was a child down there alive, I guess my maternal instincts just took over. Sitting there on the ground, inches from death really sent a strong message and signals through our mind. I see, you're already soft on him, huh? No idea what you're talking about. It's kind of cute, you know. Julia, I don't know what we're going to do about him. It was listed nowhere on the briefing, and I don't think there is even a proper procedure for this regarding the kid. He must be his son. We should check for any children listed under his name. He's truly alone in this world now. No, he isn't. Huh? Ash, where are you going? I'm going to make a few calls and then we get the cleanup crew out here. Alright. Are you really taking that chance? Well... Leaning on the wooden banister with my forearms, I look out into the lake. It's normally very blue and clear, but the clouds of blood block that. The water just remains a great pool of limitless thoughts and memories. I keep looking off to the side, expecting her to be there with me, but whenever I do, she isn't. And every time my heart hurts intensely. I haven't spoken to anyone at all since I was given the news. I don't even want to speak anymore. There's no reason to. There's some footsteps from behind me, and her hand is gently placed onto my shoulder. Hey. I cock my head to look at Julia, who's wearing a black suit and no makeup. Her eyes red, as if she just stopped crying. Not responding, I look back out to the lake. She takes a moment to lean onto the banister with me and take in the ironic setting in front of us. I'm so sorry, Julia. Huh? Don't you start apologizing now. I've heard that all day, and coming for you just makes it worse. I can't help it. You were just as close to her as I was. She laughs sadly. I think you're wrong about that. She loved you with all of her heart. The moment she found you, she knew you were going to be a big part of her life. And that I caused her quite a lot of stress and misery. Hey, don't say things like that. You're starting to sound like your old self. Right, my apologies. Julia once again pats my shoulder, but then reaches around and places her arm over my shoulder and embraces me slightly. This was her favourite place to be, and it's where I knew I'd find you. She brought you here so many times that she thought she was annoying by doing it. What? They don't go off and start telling me things like that. I know my voice sounds fine, but I'm desperately trying to hide my emotions from Julia and the people around. She felt annoying for bringing me to this place. I always loved coming here, even if I didn't say it. Damn it, Ashley, I guess that part is my fault. I never told you I liked this place or even being here with you. God damn it, I enjoyed every minute of being around you. Why did it have to come to this? You helped me become who I am today, Ashley. You saved me from myself when all I wanted to do was die and give up on this world. Of course, your beautiful blue eyes saw past my hatred and resentment. You saw that it was good in me. I still don't know if I have that in me anymore, since all I do is follow the orders I'm given no matter the cost or life involved. This has affected me a lot, but I know it's hitting you worse. Do you want to talk about it? No. I think I'm just going to sit here for a while. Alright, Julia released me from her embrace and walked back to her car. If only you were here right next to me. If only I could say that I was sorry for everything, for all the hell I put you through, for being ignorant and combative all the time. If only I could say thank you for everything, for how much you helped develop me out of your own care, how much effort you put into making me who I am. But I can't say those things. I missed my chance and I'll never have it again. Shadow, I need to tell you something. I know life's been hard on you and it may seem like no one cares or is there for you. But you mean a lot to me, more than you'll ever know. I'm here for you. And even if the very sky were to fall, I would stand before you ready to protect you, to guide you, and to watch you grow and develop. Man. Clouds again, above begins to to land, almost at the quote itself of broken God's heart. Those who were left around me have already fled from the rain to their cars and left. I look on the lakeside and it appears I'm the only one left. Normally the rain doesn't bother me, but today it's so much heavier. Every drop that hits me as of late that just adds to the imminent sense of the world crashing onto my shoulders. The sky is falling, Ashley. You aren't before me. I am alone, and I don't know what to do. Not able to hit the strength of my legs anymore, I fall to my knees and lean towards the ground. Both my hands rest against the wooden deck and support me. Don't cry, Shadow. Don't cry. Tears start to blur my vision as I desperately try to get them inside, but no matter how hard I try, the tears fall. I miss you, Ashley. I throw my body up and scream into the sky. After my explosive outburst, I throw my hands back onto the ground and start to bang my fist against the deck. I allow myself not to hesitate anymore. I start crying loudly and desperately trying to get this pain in my heart to go away. It doesn't fade no matter how hard I scream or cry. All of a sudden I feel a hand rest against my shoulder. I turn back and look at the figure through my tears. Shadow. Julie stands behind me, shocked and also crying. I assume she never thought this outburst of emotion would come out of me. She doesn't say anything, so after calling my name, she drops onto the deck with me and wraps her arms around me. We both sit and cry together in the rain for a while. Wish we got to know more. Like, how did she die in that? Alright, we're back in the real world. A creak from the cane wood the cabin wakes me up. Sayori is no longer resting against me. Sayori! She doesn't appear to be in here with me. Damn it! As I stand up, someone walks through the entrance towards me. Oh, thank God. Oh, Shadow, where were you? You had to pee. I thought that they had found you. I run my hands through my hair in relief. Sayori looks up to the side, embarrassed if she knows something about me. Are you okay? You look like you were crying. Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I reach up and realize I've been crying in my sleep. Quickly wiping the tears, I look out the window and into the forest again. How long was I asleep for? About an hour? Alright, let me take a look outside for a sec. Stay near, okay? Right. I take a look around the area and try to discern any possible threats or signs of people. And so far, everything looks clear and calm. It's so damn dark out here, it's hard to make out much. And my eyes being used to this, it's going to take some careful navigation to get us out of here quickly and safely. Look out to the sky, I can see that many clouds have formed over the trees, leaving them round of natural moonlight. Brings back memories of one of my final exams. An oddly mourned smile forms on my face as I reminisce of the entire ordeal. Sayori peeks her head up to the window and looks at me. It should be safe for us to start making our way out. Waving Sayori to come out, she hesitantly steps out the cabin and looks around. It's kind of cold out here, don't you think? Now that you mention it, it's kind of brisk. Oh, that just means we can't sit around talking anymore. We have to start moving. Where do we go from here? I rub my right hand across my chin when I think and survey the area. But left arm still refuses to cooperate with me fully. It's been dislocated for quite some time now. It's become a little uncomfortable at this point. And since it's not wanting to work with me, I'll have to reset it soon. In the off chance we get into a bad situation, I need to be able to fight. I have a pretty mean right hook, but I can't possibly aim well on the move with one hand. Stuff you see in movies where people can run and shoot with sniper accuracy is all bullcrap. Even walking shooting makes it difficult to hit your target with one hand. Actually, on second thought, Sayori, before we go, could you check for the cabin for anything that could be useful? Oh, sure. Anything specific? Just anything in general. If it's not broken or rubble, grab it. Okay. Sayori vanishes once again into the dark cabin. I look into the ominous forest and begin to conjure up a plan to note on how Sayori and I can get out of here. It's dark, which we used to our advantage. We can easily get through the forest with less chance of being spotted. Even so, if we're going to successfully navigate this area with so many hostiles scattered around, I'm absolutely going to need the use of my arm. I reach over to the left shoulder with my right arm and slowly palpate the area to determine the damage. Luckily, the bullet wound itself is only grazed flesh to force the impact at such close range. I push my humerus out of its socket. Sharp pain shoots from my entire shoulder and left side of my neck as I gently press it into the joint with my fingers. I need to find the location of my humeral head. After a few seconds of excruciating search, I find it lodged against a small hard acromion process of my scapula. My arm is effectively stuck between the lip of the joint and this piece of scapula resenting any movement. I try to slide my hand along it back and grip the air in question to push forward, but I can't reach from the angle to push forward. As I attempt to move the humerus, the only direction I can push by myself is inward, resulting in sheer agony as I can feel the humeral head butting against a smaller bone. I found some things. Sayori returns with dark, unlit white candles in one hand and a small green plastic box in the other. You okay, Shadow? What's that face for? As before my inspection, I guess I was wincing and squinting my eyes. I'm going to need your help with something, okay? Like right now. Okay, what you need? She gingerly places her arm on the ground and approaches me. I need you to set my shoulder. It's dislocated. Sayori goes silent, the expression changes to one of fear. I'm not a doctor, silly. I don't know how to do that. I need you to be strong for me. It's not complicating. I just need to pull on my arm until you feel it pop. Sayori cringes and claps her head together in front of her chest. That doesn't sound very good, but I'll try my best for you, Shadow. Touch my left shoulder, Sayori. I want you to feel where the top of the arm bone is so you understand where it needs to go. She sheepishly walks from me and reaches out, placing her hands on my shoulder. It looks weird. It doesn't look right. And that's why we're going to fix it right now. I push into it. Full of uncertainty, she hesitates for a second, glances at my face sideways. Then she presses into joint delicately. Oh, that's not right. Your arm, it's kind of behind where it's supposed to be. That's what dislocated means, woman. Sorry, what do I do now? Grab my bicep with your right arm and my full arm with your left. My hands grip the indicated locations. Now my arm is behind where it's supposed to be, right? And kind of up a little? Okay, so it needs to go down and forward to fix it. Pull down my bicep and pull forward on my forearm. Okay, here it goes. The pain intensifies, starts to pull down my arm, but it doesn't move much. I know she's trying not to hurt me, but it's not enough force side the head of my humerus so I had the lip of the socket. In other words, she isn't pulling hard enough to put my arm back in place. Harder, you need to pull harder. I don't want to hurt you. If you do it right away, it will hurt way less than if you try to move it slowly. Just do what I said. She tightens to grip my arm, bears down onto it, using her weight to pull it downward. I stiff myself, maintain as much strength posture as I can so I don't move with her. Head of my humerus begins to move away from the small scapular bone. My eyes squint, I feel the needle-sharp jabs plaguing my shoulder. Now forward, make a pop. I can hear her whimpering. She uses her left hand to bring my arm forward, dragging the humerus in the same direction. After a few seconds, I can feel an even sharp nagging pain as the head drags across the edge of the shoulder joint socket. Oh, yuck. Sayori lets out a harsh ow. She feels the bone pop back into the socket. Alright, I'm still going. As the joint is reset, I exhale sharply, relief was showing me like a wave. Was that it? Move my arm around. Does it move at all? She maintains her grip and quickly wedges my arm in a circular motion. Enough catch to hinder movement. The joint is still extremely sore, however. Yeah, it sounds fine now. Sorry. She released my arm, sits back, looking at me shyly and holding her hands together again. Did I do it right? I reach over to my shoulder, my right arm, feeling it is back to what you just felt. You did it, Sayori. Thank you. I look back towards the candle and the green plastic spot Sayori furniture in the cabin. Sayori steps back, still looking at me dejectedly after putting me through an immense physical pain only a few seconds ago. It was a little hard on her during that, but to be honest, things could have gone a lot worse. Tonight, she may have to do more than pop a bone back in place. A sweet girl like Sayori has a soft and gentle touch. Something like this was definitely not meant for her. Approaching the scavenged treasure, I take the green plastic box in my hand and inspect it. There are several cracks on the side of the case, and the once vibrant green colour shows evident fade. Open the case, I notice a single coil of clear fishing line, a bunch of silver-curved hooks, a straight threading needle, and a bunch of cracked and broken bobbers. A single coil of fishing line stable enough to use. I unreel about a half foot from it and quickly apply tension to the line. It makes a little boing from the tension. So this is still usable. So what do you think we can use with these? Not quite sure yet. The line's decently long, but some of these hooks are rusted, so we can't really trust their strength due to the oxidation. Candle will provide with some light or maybe a distraction if needed. These bobbers, however, are completely useless. I gingerly move my hand around the box, moving all the broken pieces of bobbers and discarding them. There were rather sharp and jagged pieces scattered around there that could cut our hands when we need to grab something. Closing the plastic box and make sure the plastic clasp holding it shut is secured, I put it in my left pocket and turn to Sayori. Sayori's eyes, even in the situation we are in, emanate hope, which to be honest actually helps release some of my stress. I pat her on the shoulder and look her in the eyes. We should probably start heading out. You ready? Of course I am. I remove my hand from her shoulder and once again I look around the forest. Originally I believed the direction I'd Sayori going to get out of the forest was west. But since we both got mixed up, I can't tell what direction that is anymore. Maybe one of the trees around have moss. Moss always grows on the north end of a tree. At least for now I can determine where we are. And just my luck, no moss. Ah, oh, damn it. What is the matter? There's no moss on these trees, so I can't determine where north is. In order for us to get out of here, we have to head west. And to be completely honest, I have no idea where that is right now. Oh, I have an idea. Sayori lights up and throws her arms out in excitement. Why don't you use the stars to find out what direction we are facing? The stars? Yeah, me and my dad went camping one time and I remembered him telling me a cool way to find out what direction we are facing. Try focusing on a star and watching the direction of its movement. Sayori, you're onto something. For some reason Sayori's idea is absolutely ingenious. I have no idea why I never thought of it. Excitement I suddenly feel makes me almost want to kiss her, but I suppress that urge. The movement of a star indicates the direction you are facing. If it moves left, you're facing north. If it moves right, you're facing south. If it moves up, you're facing east. And if it moves down, you're facing west. To be honest, I've heard about that back in my old school, but dismissed as being preposterous. Yeah, can you still remember how to do that? Don't we need to have something else? Yeah, you need to have 2 sticks in the ground, one smaller than the other. Then you look at the tip of each branch and align them with the star. I'm on it. Sayori and I turn away from each other and start to look for adequate sticks. The sky may have clouds in it that restrict our view from the stars, but I can articulate and predict pockets of open sky we can use to see a star. I hope to God this works. If not, we'll be walking for a while. After a minute, I look at Sayori behind me, searching for sturdy sticks from the decaying wood around. Sayori's a lot smarter than you'd think just by looking at her. Maybe just her cute and vulnerable demeanor is deceptive, so she's a woman with the possibility of hidden weapons. I love it. Sayori and I fished out the little station and the sticks towards the pocket of the sky when we could clearly see the stars. I lie down on the ground, ignoring the extremely agitating stars from my left arm and try to focus on a star. When I do, I lock my eye on it and don't look away. Sayori sits right next to me with her legs crisscrossed. She speaks from just outside my vision. So, Shadow, I forgot to ask, what is it? How did you find me and Monica? I'm a man of many quirks, Shadow. Sayori. Yo, apparently our character's all for one now. Those just have to be amplified in intensity when it comes to stressful situations like this. Did Monica tell you about this? Nope. In fact, I'm kind of irritated that she didn't. But on the flip side, I understand why she didn't. They threatened you and she had no way of knowing how far their reach is. What do you mean by that? Well, we don't really know how these guys would know if she told me or anyone else about the meeting tonight. And sometimes you really can't take that risk. She didn't take it and came along, which if I had not shown up the time I did, I'd trail off my sentence. I see. Basically, Monica acted very odd earlier. That's how I found you two. I had reason to believe that maybe it was caused by those people, so I followed her until she entered the forest. But I ran into a few problems of my own while telling her, and those few problems were taken out as fast as I could. Oh, well, I'm glad that you're here with me now. Thank you for saving Monica and me. Don't mention it, you girls are important to me. Also, I haven't officially saved you yet. We still need to get out of here. Does your guardian, Julika, know about this? She knows everything up until I came here today. I wasn't able to reach her, plus she would have told me to sit back and wait for the police to get involved anyway. We both sit in silence for a couple of minutes, my eyes still focusing on the star I chose. Although it seems like eternally, I finally distinguish the direction it's moving. It's moving upward. We're facing east, so behind us is west. Rising from the ground, dust myself off, I reach my hand out to Sayori to help her. After she's on her feet, I lean towards the ground and offer her to climb onto my back. She reluctantly climbs on, knowing her thigh is causing too much pain for her to be running. After she's killed into my back, I start to slowly walk down the narrow trail. Thank you for carrying me. Well, I certainly can't have you limping around when we need to get out of here, so no need to thank me. Shadow, there's something I need to ask you. What is it? I cock my head slightly just so I can get a view of her from an angle. You were so cool during this. How do you know when to how do you know how to shoot or fight or anything like that? I stopped moving for a second, realized the magnitude of the question. Sayori, I know a lot of this stuff because I have to, not because it was by choice. And since I was young, I was told all of this because I was going to need it later on in life. And I definitely did. That is why I was able to find you and save you tonight. But who taught you this? Someone very close to me. She thought I was going to be handled it since I didn't believe I was going anywhere in life. My dad left me for dead and abandoned me. So I basically had no... Crap. I didn't mean to click. I start walking again, continuing my monologue. But out of all the negatives I had to endure so far, a few good things did come out of it. Like what? Well, for starters, I had to pick myself up off the ground. I became someone I didn't think I could have ever become. And I guess I met you girls. All of you helped me kind of get back down to earth and understand the normal simplicity of life. At least for as long as it lasted. It'll get back to the way it was before, right? I don't know if I can answer that for her. When things like this happen, it isn't like everything will erase and everyone forget and move on. People like me are shown in true light. We kill people for our own gain. We do whatever it takes for whatever our goals are. And because of that, others look at us differently. And my goal tonight, no matter what the cost, is to protect Sayori. If I can at least do that, I'll be fine with whatever outcome we have. Right? Let's just keep going. But Sayori throws off her sentence and starts talking. The tension and pain in her voice kind of impacts me enough to falter. Damn it, I don't want to lie to her, but I don't want to tell her the truth that I don't know how tonight is going to end. To be honest, I should at least tell her the truth. Ashley always did to me. Sayori, I don't know how things are going to end tonight, so I can't really answer you that, but I promise you I'll do everything I can to ensure everything does go back to normal, okay? Thank you. Anytime. As we continue down the trail, we reach a clearing where the moonlight shines across the grass, gives smoke to reflect onto the scenery. We stop in the middle of the field and look around in front of us. Not a bad view, eh? No, it's pretty. Wait a second, someone is behind us! I turn my head to notice a man dressed in all black throwing his right arm overhand with knife towards Sayori's back. What? Putting my head, hips and grabbing my hands, prying them off me, I first off my back just in time before. Something sharp sliced the up part of my back. Very dull but intense pain against the link of it isn't long for it amplifies into a very sharp sting situation. Turning myself around, drawing my handgun, I try to aim for his head, but he catches me off guard and shoves his fist right into my stomach. I stumbled backward before watching him try to swing again, but he's too slow. I managed to catch his arm and muster up enough strength to pull him close, tilting the opposite of me and wrap my arms around his throat. Oh, he snapped his neck. I pull his neck in the direction that it was not intended to go, and his body goes limp immediately. He falls onto the ground with a very heavy thud, and I feel my knees go weak. Shadow? Sayori gets up with the ground rushed over to me. I can't actually see her, but I can hear her footsteps getting closer to me. Drawn to my knees, I lean forward towards the ground. Oh my god, Shadow, you're back! It isn't serious. I reach back to palpitate the area that was cut. When I draw my hand back to look at it, there is a concerning amount of blood covering it. Damn it. He managed to actually nick me pretty good, and judging from the amount of blood that my hand caught just from a small tap, my thoughts trail off as I try to think of what to do. I didn't expect any of them to be so close to me after all this time. Is he going to put the stitches in his back? But at least one is down. Sayori helps me up to my feet, and I point across the field back into the tree line. Let's get out this field. We're exposed here. Right. Sayori and I walk back to the tree line. Well, after making sure no one else is following us, I sit down on a rock and lean forward. Sayori, I need to look at my back and tell me how bad it is. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. I started to pull my shirt off and expose what I demonstrated to Sayori. She immediately gasped and covered her eyes with her hands. No. It looks really painful and bad, Shadow. Well, it definitely doesn't tickle. You're bleeding a lot. No crap. I can feel the blood trying down my back at an alarming rate. You must have got a large area near a very active blood vessel or something, because if we don't do something about it soon, I'm going to be too weak to keep going. The fishing line! Huh? I reached in my pocket and pulled out the faded green fishing kit and candle Sayori found earlier in the abandoned cabin. I'm so glad you found this earlier. You can use this fishing twine and one of the non-rusted needles to close my cart. But I don't know how to do any of that. I'm sure you'll do fine. It's just like sewing up a teddy bear, okay? I don't know if I can do it. Sayori jumps across a little when I raise my voice. Listen, sweetheart. This is definitely not an easy task, but you're the only person I can count on to do this. I can't necessarily stitch myself back together right now on my own. And if you can't do it, then I can't help you get out of this forest. You'll be on your own. The most I could do when I am found is to fight like hell with whatever strength I have left. I can try. I'll do whatever it takes to keep you safe, Shadow. Good, I'll help guide you through this, okay? Okay. I take out the straight needle and thread the fishing twine into it. The fishing twine is not the thinnest type of twine out there, so this is going to hurt a lot. As long as I can keep my breathing and check and stay strong for Sayori, we can get through this. I unravel a good amount of the twine hand Sayori, also start to give instructions how to stitch my back up. She gets by my back and outside of my vision. Even from here I can feel her hesitation resonate from her gentle figure. But she's a strong girl, she can do this. Got the needle? Yeah. I'm going to light this candle right here by striking my knife against a rock, trying to create some sparks that can ignite the wick. Once this wick is lit, I want you to hold the needle over the flame for at least 10 seconds to ensure it sterilizes the needle from any bacteria. Alright. It takes me a couple of tries before I manage to successfully light the candle and pass it back to Sayori. After a minute, she pats me on the shoulder to indicate she's ready for instructions. Okay, so now I want you to, with your free hand, close the wound. Got it. With hands close the gash on my back to pain intensifies, but not too much. Now with the sharp end of the needle, I want you to start on one of the edges of the cart. Push the needle through both sides of the cart and then wrap the twine through. Alright. Instant needle starts to force away from my skin. It pain gets so much worse. But Sayori does it with relative ease. Okay, it's done. Good girl. Now bring the needle back around to the side you initially stuck it on. About, let's say, a quarter of an inch from the first stitch and repeat. And once again, the needle pushes through my damaged flesh and twine easily slides through the muscle. The pain, oh dear God, the pain. Keep it up until you have the entire cut closed. Are you okay? I'm fine. It just hurts a lot. My breathing starts to suffer from the pain. I'll be as quick as I can. Be as thorough as you can. Right. After literally what feels like telling you this hellish pain, Sayori stops. What do I do now? Tie it into a very strong knot and close the wound. Okay. After feeling Sayori fiddle with my makeshift stitch, she stops in the pain begins to subside. Taking a second to compress myself, I feel Sayori's stitch working and find myself astonishingly impressed. Well, Sayori, you did amazing. Did I? Good girl. Now take this knife and cut the string. Okay. Sayori gives my knife and cuts the excess fishing twine off. I grab my shirt and put it back on while simultaneously allow myself to recover from the sudden trauma. How'd I do? You did great, like you always do. I shoot a smile at her, which causes her to blush and look away slightly. You don't mean that. I wouldn't have said it if I didn't. I wonder where that guy came from. I also have a sense of sneaking up on her since you're on my back. That flank was vulnerable, but it confirms that there are still some out here looking for us. Getting back onto my feet, I place a hand on Sayori's shoulder and look around. How's the fire? I'm okay, it doesn't hurt too bad. Think you can walk for a little bit? I need to be able to be aware of what's around us, or another repeat of this could happen. I point one of my palms towards my back. I can do whatever it takes for you, Shadow. I'm glad I can count on you. Sayori smiles as we continue into the dark forest. Man, that was intense. Yeah, 23 minutes. Holy crap. I'm going to leave this one here. If you guys enjoyed, please like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.